fairly long package, not a rifle. Bud's Gun Shop, Paris, Kentucky. Bud's is a pretty nice place to do business with. I've not bought anything, but I transferred perhaps 50 firearms like this one. Well, not like this one. I'm not doing this barrel length for exaggeration. The box is a full 2 foot long. So from this, in this view, it looks like a standard Heritage Rough Rider. But I've got a package from Supreme Arms. I'm not sure if this is a gun broker purchase or if Supreme Arms has a website. Supreme Arms has included an FFL, and he's a dealer in firearms class 1, which is the same as me. But he paid an extra $500, not to the ATF, but to U.S. Bureau of Justice, and that gives him the right to do NFA firearms. Included an envelope with the customer's name on the other side. So out of respect for him, the fact that it's sealed, I'll leave it that way. Now that means I don't know what he paid for it, which is none of my business. And you can see it's a Ruger 57. I've never held one of these before, although it was released maybe a year ago. Most dealers don't have it yet. It is a full-sized pistol. I mean, it's bigger than a 1911, I think. Comes with one spare magazine, case lock. It has a magazine in it. The witness holes are numbered up to 20. And you see it's in 5.7 by 28. Ambidextrous safety. It's got a cross-adjustable front sight. It needs a tool to move it back and forth. The rear sight, which is obviously adjustable for elevation. big elevation knob. Also accepts the little Allen wrench to loosen the dovetail so that it can be slid left or right for windage. So I think the buyer would be pretty happy with this. I believe this to be a firearm because it had a hold for in the name. And this probably is Armlets FA. I'm not sure who FA is. It's from Franklin Armory, valid FFL. So it is a lower receiver, or now this says as a serial number, caliber multi, model pistol. That does not make this a pistol. The ATF would consider this an other. It's a frame or a receiver. It appears to be a mil-spec receiver. See, it's tapped and I believe inserted in there is a hex drive pin that's used for tightening the upper and the lower. I don't really know what the purchaser had in mind. The safety, which is also the selector switch, it has a safe position, a single shot, and a multiple fire position. I'm going to transfer this as an other, and since here in Pennsylvania this is not a handgun, I'll transfer it as long gun. There is no definition of long gun in Pennsylvania. There is a definition of a handgun, and this doesn't meet it. I already opened this box not realizing it's from Palmetto Arms. It's not marked. Probably a Palmetto. I haven't looked at it yet. It's probably one of Palmetto's special lowers. So we have a standard copied many times Palmetto license. A sticker. It's the Palmetto, I don't know what that means. Angry Joe, I don't know what that means. This is terrible. You can see, well, I don't know what that is. Serial number. Okay, and it's an AR-14. And the serial number is Angry Joe. Here's the selector marking. This is disgusting. And here's the other side. So it's an Angry Joe lower. No, there's pretty close. Here's the serial number. Well, I had been warned ahead of time that this was going to happen, so I just didn't realize it was in that box. So this box is unopened, but it has the same return address. So I'm assuming it's another Palmetto. It's just an M&P something. Same, often copied FFL. So I believe Palmetto has these on some sort of special. The box is not marked. That might be a serial number. Does that look like a... Either one looked like a Smith & Wesson serial number. Sort of unusual. So this must be a used firearm. I mean, there's only one magazine. It's a 40 millimeter. It's been used. Scratches on the bottom of the magazine. Probably had night sights. But it's not marked, you know, Shanghai Police Force or anything. That is a serial number. Pretty dirty inside. Certainly not used a lot. A little bit of holster wear maybe. So I hope the sale's still going on for you guys that might want a 40 millimeter Smith. So it's a trade-in pistol, which probably means police or super ball guard. And it says picked. Well, that's just a picked date. Sometimes they pick for quality, but that's just a date. It's not a bad price for a Smith & Wesson MP40. But you're getting only one magazine, no paperwork. You do get a mandatory lock. And you get what I believe is some sort of a generic Smith box. I'm surprised Smith sells these. Not the pistol, the generic box. Hurry over to Palmetto's website and see if they still have these if you're interested.